Wembley Drum Center as a landmark. They must be quite chuffed about that. That doesn't work. Damn you, Wembley Drum Center. Why it don't work?
What up, what up? So, we're back again with Pokemon Go. All my friends already know that I'm totally obsessed with this game, and it's probably gonna last for a little bit longer until I figure out everything about the game. And that's why I'm bringing another video to you guys, because my first video was quite popular compared to my other ones, and I figured out a lot of people don't actually know some bits and pieces about how the game yet works, and especially gym battles. I found out that a lot of people do take over gyms, but they don't really know what they're used for. They don't really take the full advantage of why to have gym or control multiple gyms. So today I'm going to talk about how to fight at a gym, what to put on a gym as a defender Pokemon there, and why it's important to take control of a gym at least once a day. So please stay tuned while I bring you up more Pokemon Go.
Currently I'm level 14. I already caught a decent amount of Pokemon. You might have a lot more on level 14, I don't really know. My only Pokemon at the moment holding a gym is Clefable. This blue symbol means that she's currently at a gym defending a gym. While she's there, you cannot use her to fight other gyms, you cannot level her up, power her up, or evolve her. You cannot do anything with her until she gets beaten out. When she gets beaten out, she'll come to you fainted, you have to use a revive on her and then heal her up to full. The reason why I'm putting her in a gym, and you can't currently see her, this is the gyms in my neighborhood, all of them are currently, oh, this one is now yellow. So these three around me are currently red, and this one is yellow. That's making me very unhappy. In the morning I had most of them, but we'll take a look at the gyms and their defenses, if it loads. So this gym over here is controlled by a Hypno and by another Hypno right now. So when I looked about 10 minutes ago, there was only this Hypno. It was level 2 gym, but that was a Hypno 670. That is quite easy to beat because you've got access to a team of 6 when you fight the Pokemons here. So even now it's sort of manageable, but this Hypno is like super strong compared to my guys because this Itani one is level 20. So her Pokemon are stronger just by default because she's meeting higher Pokemon with higher CPs as she's approaching them. So let's take a look at the other ones. This gym over here is level 3. There's a Hypno 653, there's a Hypno 763, and there's a Hypno 842. This area is just riddled with Drowsies, that's why there's so many Hypnos in these gyms. And there's another one here, where's a Hypno 433, Jinx 473, and a Hypno 479. So this gym, is there another one? There's a Pidgeot. So this gym is level 4. It can have a total of 4 Pokemon in there. It has 4 Pokemon in there. Sometimes you can see a gym level 2 or level 3. It only has 2 Pokemon in there. That means that it's incomplete and there can be another Pokemon added in there if a red team goes nearby and decides to stop a Pokemon in there, and then you have to go through 4 Pokemon to beat. Now, why is the number of Pokemon important? Well, if you take a look at this reputation, their reputation is 10,000 out of 12,000. So they're actually quite close to being a level 5 gym. When they reach level 5, they can add 5 Pokemon. When you want to take the gym over from them, you have to take it down from 12,000 to 0. And you're not going to do that beating them once. You actually have to beat them multiple times. Each time you lower the reputation slightly until it reaches 0. Only when it reaches 0, you can put your Pokemon there. So if this was a friendly gym, I can show you when I control a gym later on, it would have 2 icons. One of the icons adds a Pokemon in the defense of the gym if it's high enough level. The other one is training against the team. Now, you practice against the entire team that's there. When you beat them, they don't faint, they don't return to their trainers. But depending on how many Pokemons you beat, the higher reputations of the gym you get. So if you beat 3, you get 600. If you beat 1, you get 200. If you beat 2, you get 400, etc, etc. It's multiples of 200, right? And Again, you want to do that in order to add another Pokemon and to make it harder for the opposing team to take over it. And now we're getting to the part as to why it's important to care about gyms. Is it important to have a gym as long as possible? Not really. I mean, it's good because it usually means that its reputation is rising because people might be attempting to beat it. And if they don't beat it, but they attempt it, you actually gain reputation for the gym. So if someone challenges your gym and a flop, then the reputation of the gym actually rises, and there's a potential chance for another Pokemon to be added on there. With every 2000 that it goes down, it loses one Pokemon. So this level 4 gym, if you beat it all once, it actually drops a Pokemon down, and then it's easier to beat every time you do that. So leaving a Pokemon, just one Pokemon at a gym, it's not always viable because it's very, very easy to beat it. It's going to come back to you, it's going to be fainted, you're going to have to spend resources to revive it. So it's very good if you plan to take over a gym, to take your friend with you, or to tell someone that you know is on the same team to stick another Pokemon in there if he has a chance, just in order for the gym to hold longer. And why it's important? Well, so let's try to go to shop, if it works. Maybe. All you gotta do is work. I guess they would want to get that loading faster than the other stuff. People are spending money in it. Come on, give it up. Alright, let me show you what's up. We're at this gym. Hopefully it's not gonna crash like it just crashed. And it's okay, but it's pretty weak. I mean, this Raticate is 340, 350, 350, 537. So we can definitely beat it. So let's head over there. It's in the middle of this beautiful park where I was earlier. I've taken over this gym in my previous video. This is the park where I go for a run. I can give you a little glimpse how it looks. Beautiful. The birds are singing, and we're gonna take over this gym. It's right there. I can smell victory. Can you smell it too? Okay, buddy, please don't crash on me. Please. I'll love you forever. If you just let me record this video, I swear I'll love you forever, at least until tomorrow. We're almost here. It's about to go down. So this is how you challenge. Go. Go. Okay, so to do the special attack, you hold and boom. Completely owned. Tap. Yeah, you can evade their special moves, but don't evade the regular ones. So hold and boom. Oh, so much damage. Hold and boom. Should have maybe kept that one. She used Hyper Fang, so now attack. Yeah, we dodged it. See? Dodge. Oh, come on. Kill her. Why is she not? Yes. Alright, so let's start doing the special move straight away. One more. Let's do as much damage as possible with this one. Let's do the next one. Aerodactyl, go! Yeah, we're probably gonna beat it. But we're probably gonna take only one Pokemon down, so we're gonna have to beat it again. We'll see how much reputation. So let's do special move. Iron Head. Boom. Die. So reputation went down by 3,000. We got 350 XP. Still yellow, as you can see. So let's just heal up. Yes. Revive our Hypno. And then Super Potion our Hypno. And now, is this still level 3? They have 4,000 reputation still, so let's go. Same team. Don't stop tapping. I actually thought that we're only gonna fight 2 Pokemon this time, but we're still fighting 3. That's quite Their reputation was quite high. Special. Special. I said special. Nah, he's dead. How the fuck did he not do it? Kill him. Don't bug out. Don't bug out. Don't bug out. Oh my god, it bugged out. Fuck. Okay, yeah, it does this. Like, when he's at the last HP, it just bugs out, then I can't do anything. Can I run away? No, I don't want to give up. If I swap Pokemon, doesn't do anything. Okay, I just need to escape that. Please, no. Okay, I'm gonna try to load it somewhere else one more time, and if that doesn't work, at least I show you the game fight. I would love to show you how to assign the Pokemon or power it up, but this is what it's doing now. This is what it's doing. Yeah, I think the game actually registered them as being beaten last time, because if you click on the gym, it only has 2 Pokemon now. Yeah, we can do it with this team. They're pussies. Even my Seeking is better than their Hypno. Seeking. Seeking has like 1 long bar. I wonder what a special attack is. Seahorn. I'm gonna try to do the special attack at least once. Yes. No. Yes. Mega Horn. You die, Hypno. The Seeking is badass, man. Look at him owning it. He's like, I'll eat both of them. I'll eat them for breakfast. And now it bugged out again. No? No, I think he's dying. Yes. Yes. Victory. Alright, we have to beat it one more time. Let's heal up. Don't bug out, my friend. It seems like it's bugging out. Are we gonna have to do this like 1 game at a time and always come back again for reconnect? This is ridiculous. Yeah, like the gym battles and catching Pokemon is what it crashes the most often. Like the moment you capture a Pokemon and it just turns white and it doesn't move. Or when you start a gym battle. Or when you're at the last HP of Pokemon. That's when it freezes the most, and it's really frustrating because you're almost about to get something and then it's all in the gutter. So yeah. Alright, let's fight him quickly before it disconnects. Go. I don't care. I'll beat him anyway. Go. Please work. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. Damn. This gym is better protected than I thought. By server downfalls. Yeah, I can't do anything. This is annoying. So let's take a look at the main part of why gyms are important. We unfortunately weren't able to take that gym, but if things didn't change, we still have 1 gym to collect. So this button right here is why you want to control gyms, because it says 1 because at the moment I've got a Clefable. I got a Clefable guarding a gym. Yeah, you can see the blue icon here. For every gym that you collect when the timer resets, I think it's 24 hours or a 20-hour reset, and every time you hit it, you collect 10 of these Pokemoney and 500 Stardust. I think that the Stardust is actually more important than the Pokemoney, because the Pokemoney you can actually buy with real money, but the Stardust is what is essential for your Pokemons to get stronger and stronger. So if I collect it, it awarded me 500 Stardust and 10 Pokemoney. So now I have 90. So yeah, if I had a bit more time, I wanted to record a video for you, but if I had more time, I would try to capture more gyms in the neighborhood, but unfortunately it just kept on crashing me. I was hoping for at least a second one. Plus, that one is quite in a remote spot, so I could maybe put a Pokemon there and hopefully it would survive by itself, but... Alright, so let's just recap why you want to capture gyms. So for 2 reasons. Number 2 is you want to be badass and you want to rule the neighborhood. But the main reason is to collect those Pikachu coins or Pokemoney or whatever you want to call it, and the Stardust, because to have like 4 gyms and to get 2000 Stardust for it
is quite a lot. If you imagine catching 20 Pokemon instead for 100 Stardust each, the multiplies are good. At the same point, it's not that radical that you would have to only worry about fighting gyms. I mean, if you explore and you catch a lot of Pokemon and you enjoy that part of it and just, you know, going around Pokestops and just wiping them until eternity, there's the option for you, and it's not necessarily that much slower. Because actually holding 4 gyms at the moment, despite the fact that the game hasn't come out yet in my area, is not that easy. Like yesterday we ruled the entire neighborhood, Team Blue. Now it's like split in between Team Red and Team Yellow, and there's almost no blue gyms except for the one that I took over today. So things to keep in mind is never put your main Pokemon there, because, or your strongest Pokemon, the one with the highest CP, because that's always going to be the first line of trying to beat the gyms down. Try to put maybe your third and fourth best Pokemon in there. You want to try to keep at least top 6 Pokemon relatively strong, so you can sort of exchange them. And also remember, if the Pokemon are not fully healed up, you can't actually leave them at a gym. That's one of the things that I was like, why can't I put them in? Yeah, that because the Pokemon is not fully healed. So you can't put the Pokemon that you were fighting with automatically in there and just expect it to fully heal, because it won't. If a gym is on level 1, you can put 1 Pokemon in there. If a gym is level 2, 2 Pokemon, etc, etc. Every time someone fights a gym and loses, the gym gains reputation. Every time someone fights the gym and wins, it loses the reputation, and quite a lot of reputation, because you get 200 reputation for beating each of your own Pokemon on the gym. So if you've got 3 Pokemon there, you beat all 3 of them, you raise the reputation of the gym by 600. But if you're an enemy and you beat 3 Pokemon that are there, you totally wreck the reputation by like 3,000. So that's in order for the gyms that are high level not to stay that high level forever. And there's actually been gyms around here that have been level 5 and 6, and I thought that they're never gonna change, and they changed teams. It's very good to leave at least 2 Pokemon on there, so if you're going around alone, sometimes it's not the best to just leave your Pokemon there, because it might just faint and get back to you 20 minutes later, and you just spend your resources on reviving that Pokemon. Not the best idea. And again, guys, I wouldn't really worry about gyms until you're like level 10 at least, so you can comfortably beat some. I wouldn't do it if you're, you know, insecure in the combat, you're not really sure if you're gonna do it. The most important thing in the game is to level up your character, because the higher level, the stronger Pokemon you're gonna get and catch. And yeah, that's the main thing. Even more important than having a lot of Stardust is to just get your character up to level like 20 as soon as possible, because the Pokemon that will hatch from your eggs and that you're gonna catch are just gonna be extreme. I mean, I'm level 14 and I just opened CP 337 Pikachu from a 2-kilometer egg. That is totally insane, you know, and it wouldn't happen on like a level 10 or even level 8. So just try to get the character at least to level 10, and then get into gym battles somewhere around where you live. Sometimes it's good to actually do it in remote gyms, because they're not gonna swap the teams quite as often. There's one gym in my neighborhood actually that's part of a gym that we held for the whole day, just because no one really goes to it, probably, that's playing Pokemon. So we're quite fortunate, and that's where my Clefable is and where my Kingler was yesterday for an entire day. So that's quite a good thing. Take your mates with you, at least 1 or 2 mates that are on the same team, so you can level up the gyms together. You can leave more Pokemon there. Also, you can only leave 1 of your Pokemon at each gym. So only 1 trainer can have 1 Pokemon at 1 gym. And the Pokemon are always going to line up by the CP power, starting with the weakest and ending with the strongest. And when you're going to take them down by a level, the weakest one is always going to get knocked out first, followed by the second one, etc, etc, until you're just fighting the last one. And when you get the reputation to 0, that's when you can put the Pokemon there. So you don't necessarily win once and you take over the gym. You might have to win 5 times, you know, like happened today. We won twice and we just still didn't get the gym. So yeah, I hope these tips were good for you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm so sorry that I couldn't actually show you footage of me putting a Pokemon there, or, you know, fighting a friendly gym, but the servers weren't too kind to me today. Please take care, and until I see you next time, bye! Take care! There's a Poliwag. level 10 right here. It is true. He taunted me!